Oh, what a beautiful day, YouTubers. Hello, it's Mark, M0VST. You're looking at one of the contenders in today's antenna shootout. We're going to call this one the Random Green Stick. It's going against a brand new Sirio 827. I've had it in the garage for about, I'll just keep moving it about and moving it about. It's about time that I tried it out. And the A99, Antron 99. Cheap, very cheap, £20 I think it was. And I've had really good results with it. Like, I think Tasmania is the furthest I've been with it. But yeah, good. So here we go. 3 antennas. Let's see what happens. Forget the wire, we're not on anything to do with the wire cooling here today. We're just on about these 3 verticals. So we'll see what happens. Stand by. Right, the mystery green antenna. I don't know anything about it. I don't know its manufacturer. I don't know anything about it whatsoever, its model. I've got an NSN number basically. Once upon a time, this was British Army issue. I'll show you the results of where it turned out on the analyzer, both before and after earthing it. But so far, I think within 24 hours, I had contacts on 10, 12, 15, 17 and 20 meters with it. So it does work, and you'll see by the chart in a minute that it actually looks really good on paper, but actually in reality I think it's a little bit muted. It's a few dB down. It covers a lot of the bands, but it's not brilliant receiving. It's not as good as I thought it would be, put it that way. I've given it a few days now to, well, over a week actually now, to see that some days are better than other days on the air, so I can't always judge it. Nice. Yeah, so antenna 1, I'll show you the results. Right, YouTubers, you can see here some of the drops on this, and you can see that on the 40 meters it's got a drop just above 20 meters, but 20 meters is just above 2, I think. Yeah. Here is 18, it drops all the way, 19 drops all the way down to 1.1. Let's have a look. So 15 meters is there, 1.57. There is 17 meters. It's out really. It's 2. Let's have a look. This is 12 meters. It's okay. 28. So 10 meters. It's the SWR is 1.18. And I didn't expect this to happen. It goes all the way up to this is 6 meters here. Look, 6 meters, 1.08 SWR. So this is the green antenna from 5.5 megahertz, just above 60 meters, all the way up to just above 6 meters. That's a bit bizarre, isn't it? You never think it'd be like that, since it's just a green stick. But all right, onwards. Next up, the Antron 99. Junk. Right, and this is something completely different. This is 10 meters. Oh, sorry, this is the whole thing from 29's in the middle here. So the same measurement before, 5.5 up to nearly 55. This is the Antron 99. So 17 up high. This is a good bit here, which I took advantage of quite a lot. Is 15 meters. Is 1.5 and below. So I had excellent times with the Antron. I think the furthest, like I said, I think the furthest is in Indonesia, Tasmania, I think. And look, obviously it's a CB antenna, so it was going to be low on 27. I haven't tuned to the rings or anything like that. It was just how it was last used by the previous owner. It cost me £20, I think, from a Radio Rally. But yeah, but this is the one I'm interested in, and it was absolutely amazing on 15 meters. So that's it. Nothing more really to show. It's even though there is something going on here, we're below 3 on 52. So the top well, off the top of 6 meters. Right, onwards. Might take some time. I've got to work out how to put this thing together. Right, stand by, ladies and gentlemen. It's so huge. I'm going to just check the SWI like that first, because I don't really want to put it up in the air. Look at the size of it. What an eyesore. Let's see. Right, guys and gals. Last but not least, this is the plot of the Sirio 827. So we was expecting this big piece here near 10 meters. So the actual sweet spot is just right at the very bottom of 10 meters. But it has 20 megahertz. So not quite 17 meters there. Not far at 30 meters. No, high. 9 megahertz. What's up here? 48 megahertz. 50. So we've missed 6 meters. Yeah. Not as good as I thought, to be honest. I was hoping that it was going to have a really good one there. I was hoping that 15 meter slot would come right down. But just remember, it's still only, the pole is lowered, so it's basically touching the top of my shed. Right, let's go and put it up in the air and see what happens. Well, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and it has changed it. I've just, the pole it's on is only about 6 foot maybe, so it's, I don't know, the base of it is probably at 15 feet, so it's very low. But you can see it did change it. Not quite know where I wanted it to be. I wanted that to be, this dip to be on 15 meters, which as you can see is there. So it's below 4, but so you can see it changes a lot to do with height above ground. Like this wasn't here a minute ago, not as good as that. It's this is still in the same place, but now it's wider. Yeah, it's definitely gone higher. Oh well, this dip is wider, so I could do with putting it another little bit above up. I think if I stick up a little bit more, I think you'll see these change again even more. But I think before that happens, I have to have the what would you call it? What did I call it last time? The obligatory QSO. As in, if I put an antenna up, I'm going to have a QSO on it. Right, let's see what happens. Oh yeah, we're up here at 48, 53. So we've missed 6 meters as well. 6 meters is horrendous. Right up there, look. The next brow 5.7. Not your mate. Right, onwards. Let's see if we can have a QSO on it, at least, before I take this one down. Right. And it's typical, just typical, that when I want to use 10 meters, that it's I'm having a problem with the muff. The maximum usable frequency is not that high. So it's even, it looks like the maximum usable frequency is below 16, 14, yeah? So when I look here, you can see that there's hardly anything on 28. Hardly anything on 28. Papa Yankee 7 Zulu Zulu. He was heard in Greece. But it's not looking good. But we'll see what happens. I might have to have a QSO on a different band, but I really would like to give it a good go on 10 meters, but we'll see what happens. Right, so in conclusion, as far as I can get today without any propagation on 10 meters, the green antenna wins on paper. Basically, look, it's the widest banded. It covers more bands, as in you could transmit without doing yourself any damage. It's the bad thing is I'm spoilt by having monoband antennas, like single band vertical for a quarter wave for 20 and the dipoles for 80 and for 40. So the performance from a monoband versus something that's as wide band as this, I'm noticing it being down, the receive being down versus them. But that being said, in the first 24 hours, I had QSOs on 20, 17, 15, yeah, and 10. The only one I didn't have, no, and 12. The one that I didn't have was here, up here, was 6 meters because there was no propagation again, so I didn't have one in that little tiny node there. But I don't know. I'm still torn really. What I'll do is I'll leave the Sirio up until we get another chance to test and come back and complete this shootout, because I've already tested the Antron. I've worked around the world on it, and I've tested the green stick, and even though the receiver was down, it handled the UK limit on, I think it was on, was it 15 or, yeah, I think it was 15, and that the work to Indonesia, and yeah, the receive on it is awesome. I could hear all sorts of things. I could hear Cuba. The propagation was really good that day, but so I'm torn. I like the idea of being able to cover a lot of bands on one piece of coax, but there's no point of it being so wide banded and covering the bands if the reception is down and the transmit is dB down. I think I'm going to be one of them chaps that's got a lot of coax feeders, but we'll come back and we'll see if the obviously the 827 is not as wide banded as this, but if it's a performer and I can tune it, like I've just proved to myself, my internal tuner in the 7400 will tune it easily. So yeah, we'll see if we can get any contacts on it first. Otherwise, it will be I carried it around for all those years for no reason. It will be for sale, and the Antron will be for sale, and I'll stick with the green stick, I think. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching as usual, and thanks for all the new subscribers. Sorry, it's been a bit of a long time since my last video. Lots of things have happened. Anyway, 7-3 from Norfolk. This is M0VST. Bye bye.